everyone. For those of you that are new here, I'm Claudia and I'm the proud owner of Pink's Tees and Things. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you all about how to start your t-shirt business using direct-to-film printing. So if that sounds like something that would add value to you and your business, go ahead and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video while you're at it, and most importantly, turn on those post notifications so that you'll be notified each time I post a new video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Many of you are probably wondering, how did I even get started in the direct-to-film print industry? And to make a long story short, it was a journey that all began with outsourcing. I was outsourcing a lot of my multicolor prints, and so that kind of led me down this path of trying to find the best method to actually bring that printing in-house and cut the expense of outsourcing. If you just discovered direct-to-film, I'm sure you're wondering, what is this direct-to-film printing that everyone's talking about? And quite simply, it's just another print process. So in my case, I use the printers that you see behind me with film to produce a multicolor design using water-based inks. We already set our film, and then lastly, the third component is adhesive powder. Very simple process, but that's what direct-to-film printing is all about. Now that we've defined what direct-to-film printing really is, what are the advantages? And let me tell you, there are many. But one of my absolute favorite advantages is the fact that you're able to produce these designs that you can then apply to a wide variety of fabric types, which stay tuned because I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna give you a list of different fabric types you can apply direct-to-film transfers to. What items do you need? Now that we know what direct-to-film is, we're ready to get started. What items do you need to get started? And here's my list. Number one, you need a printer. Number two, you have to have film. 3, you want to remember you need those water-based inks that are made for direct-to-film printing. In addition to that, adhesive powder. We cannot forget the software. You will need to choose a RIP software, and that RIP software is going to communicate and send that image from your computer to your printer. Lastly, and these two kind of go hand in hand, you need to figure out what method you're going to use to actually cure your transfers before you press them on your garments. And in addition to that, I advise you to also look into a filtration system. There are many that are available. I have the one that I use linked in my Amazon store below. Now that we know the items needed to get started, I'm sure you're wondering, but how much does all of this cost? So now I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of things that you want to consider. There's really 2 ways that you can kind of get into direct-to-film. It's either you're going to go the pre-converted route, which is where you purchase a printer that's already been converted for direct-to-film printing. The pros of that is that when you receive that printer, you're ready to go. You're ready to get printing. And a lot of times you can find bundle deals, right? So you have your ink, your film, your adhesive powder, and all of that good stuff rolled into one. However, pre-converted machines come at a cost. So you're looking at probably about a good $5,500 to get everything that you need to get started with a pre-converted machine. Now, if you decide to purchase a printer that can be converted for direct-to-film, that's where you're gonna actually kind of encounter the most savings. However, please note you will have to purchase supplies to convert your printer. You'll also have to purchase all of your beginning supplies. That's your ink, your film, your adhesive powder, all of that good stuff will have to be also included. However, if you're buying the printer using this method, you can enter the DTF space with $500 to $1,000. Things to consider. Who would be the best type of customer for this particular print method? Customers that absolutely love multicolor designs. So if you already have a customer base that loves multicolors, phenomenal. If you do not, if most of your designs are one color designs or you're targeting a niche that's one color, I wouldn't even advise that you invest and maintain a direct-to-film printer. That's my personal opinion. You do what you want, but that's my opinion. The biggest benefit of having a direct-to-film printer is that you're able to print those designs that have a billion colors in them with ease. There's no layering, there's no weeding, there's no cutting of vinyl. You print, you apply the adhesive powder, and you cure, and you're ready to press it on the shirt. Just that simple. Now, this is a popular one that I get asked the most frequently, and that is, what types of fabrics can you actually apply direct-to-film to? And there's a host of fabrics that you can actually apply these transfers to, whether it's 100% cotton, 100% polyester, cotton poly blends, nylon, denim, canvas, neoprene. The list goes on and on. There's a large variety of items that you can actually apply these particular transfers to. So I actually believe that that is one of the major advantages of direct-to-film printing. What's the first step that you need to take now that you know all of this information? What's the first thing that you need to do before getting into direct-to-film? I would say, number one, continue doing your research. Don't just take what I'm saying or anyone else on the internet as just that's what it is. Do your research and make sure that you really know what you're getting into before you get into it. Also, if you are just starting your business and you're considering direct-to-film, I want you to really focus on figuring out who your customer is prior to purchasing a printer. Figure out your customer base, who you're targeting, and start making those sales to them prior to purchasing a printer. Not only is it expensive to get into the direct-to-film space, whether we're talking about a pre-converted machine or one that you have to convert yourself, the daily maintenance and the cost of keeping your machines running is something that I highly suggest you already have customers in place that you know are interested in this print method. And there you have it. I've given you all of the pieces to consider on how to actually start your custom t-shirt business using direct-to-film printing. And I've given you a lot of food for thought so that you can decide if this print method is right for you and your business. But let me know in the comments below, have you ever heard of direct-to-film printing? Or are you currently using direct-to-film printing? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video and you found that it's added value to you and your business, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And don't forget, hit that little bell while you're there so that you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And if you're interested in seeing more of my day-to-day behind the scenes, head on over to Instagram and check me out over there at Pink's Teas and Things. I'll have that linked in the description below. So until next time, bye!